I think on behalf of my family that it's wonderful to see so many people here who have been touched by my father. I'm Peter, by the way, in case some of you don't know me. I'm Peter Buckland, I'm John Buck's son. I want to thank all of you for being here, very much. So, are we waiting for tissues? All right. Lives cannot be summarized. Can someone turn off that music? Thank you. Lives cannot be summarized. The experiences of shared living are not conducive to the limits of words. Words parse the universe of feelings and the space between those feelings. To quote an article that my father and I used to laugh about, thanks to my master's advisor, Paul Barsom, who is here somewhere, summaries lack the analytic mobility of parametric inflection. Whatever the hell that means. But words are certainly powerful, and John Buck agreed. He laughed at language, he lived in language, indulged in the absurdities that we have in language, reveled in the textures betwixt words and their many meanings, and that might be something that we can all agree about John Buck. It's no summary, but it constitutes a dominating characteristic. Look at us. His family is up here like a bunch of his former students, and we are about to recite poetry. And I hope that I do it pretty well, because he might say, Mr. Buck. I'm not sure that you understand. So that makes me think that my dad couldn't decouple language and teaching, which was, of course, some kind of learning. So language, teaching, and learning, dominant characteristics. And I'll give you a couple of examples. When I was 15, my dad used to pick me up at 10 p.m. on Friday nights at the police station parking lot in State College. He was convinced then that I wasn't in trouble. And it really shows what he knew. Usually I would be accompanied by my friend Jason, and sometimes one of my other friends who may be here right now. Doubtless on the way home, my dad picked up some tidbit of my friends and my conversation and related it to who knows who, Milton, Dante, Shakespeare, Dylan Thomas. Best of all, he related my teenage conversations about bands like Metallica or Slayer, or the lives of a pro skateboarder like Tony Hawk, or some other punk-ass teen thing, to Moby Dick. And of course, this was all, he's teaching, come on, man. So my friend Noah's first memory of my dad was his voice on our answering machine. Alexander Pope. Shut the door, good John. Fatigued, I say. Tie up the knocker. Say I'm sick. I'm dead. At least, I can't come to the phone right now. But if you'd like to leave your name and number, we'll call you as soon as we can. I wasn't sure exactly what he meant to do besides be the weirdest dad that my friends knew. But now I think I do know what he was trying to do. I believe my dad believed in connection. He wanted to join with people in something that he felt he could both commandeer and be a companion as traveler. And the safest and the most expansive way that he knew to do it was with words. From the tightest and fiercest poem by Adrian Rich to the recognition of our transience in Ecclesiastes or the epic depictions of Tennyson. For woven words were for him the sounds closest to divinity. And as his son, I will meet adoration to his household gods. As he is gone, I work my work, and him his own. There lies the port. The vessel puffs her sail. There gloom the dark, broad seas. My mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. You and I are old. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. The long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars till I die. It may be the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Thanks, Peter. I am going to share, I'm Catherine, in case I haven't already spoken to you today. I'm going to share two reflections, one a poem, and one kind of a sort of explication of the poem. The first poem is Lullaby by W.H. Auden. My father taught me this poem, and it was the first poem after Tiger, Tiger and The Lady of Shalott.